This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
What's up everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Show. My name is Lily, and just reminding you to get yourself a copy of this book if you haven't already. Right now, every member of the Benjamin Zulu College should have this book. If you don't have it, please get it. It's only 1,000 bob, and it's a book that will change your life. It's changing my life. I was just sharing with you a milestone that I hit the other day. It was a big milestone. Maybe I'll sneak it into the show. Today we want to talk about men and what they can do to make their marriage work. I'm so happy because I feel like so many people are always talking to their women.
Yeah, and I'll begin this by giving a shout out to one Paul from Uganda. He sent me a photo of receiving it after ordering his books. These books, and he told me, man, my quote unquote babies have arrived.
Wow. Enjoy.
Know? And he's saying that there been so much of therapy to him.
Yeah.
And he highlighted the first point I want to talk about, because that man, although he's still single, although he's studying, doing these things, he's actually giving himself a chance to succeed at marriage. Mm-hmm. The first way a man preserves his marriage is to heal and elevate to the highest version of himself. The first step to make yourself the best husband is personal.
Yeah.
It's not how you vibe the woman.
It's not?
No.
Even a percentage?
Men have been emphasizing their anatomy and even using avocados to appear like they have extra. I don't know where is the fun of competing with donkeys. Why are people being weird?
I know.
The name of content creation.
I don't even think women need all that.
Why are they inserting cucumber in their clothes to impress, I don't know, perverts? A reasonable woman will never be impressed by such a thing.
Yeah, we don't want...
These are just your colleague perverts. A reasonable woman wants decency. In fact, you should dress up your body well. Can you look decent?
I know.
Just look decent. The same way you don't want a woman with all these linings in front of you. Why are you doing the same lining yourself?
Yeah.
You know? Can you contain your vessel with honor?
Yeah. Tell them.
No, that's not masculinity. So the first step of to give your marriage chance is to value becoming. To become a man on a mission. Mission to exemplify health and well-being. Being open-minded and present, affectionate. I was telling one guy, a couple I was working with, about midlife transitions. And I was telling the guy how to parent their boys. And I was telling him, I wish we start simply teaching boys emotional vocabulary. How to say what they feel instead of reacting instinctively by anger. When you need food, angry. When you need to sleep, angry. Yeah. When you are late, angry. When you're impatient, angry. Feeling ignored, angry. Feel depressed, angry. Tantrum.
Yeah, and just become an angry husband, angry dad, angry boss.
You could have just said that I feel a little bit anxious about that application. I feel a little bit... when you are not sure how things will turn out, there's a little bit of stress. You have given it the right language.
Even disappointment.
I feel disappointed.
Yeah.
I felt frustrated.
Yes.
You know, I'm apprehensive how the outcome will be.
Disillusioned.
You know.
Yeah.
I had all these hopes.
Yeah.
You know, I felt shortchanged.
Yeah.
Vocabulary alone connects men to their feelings. A man who is busy healing, like the Paul and other guys who are getting these books, they'll get emotional language to first of all give accurate description, diagnosis of their feelings, so that they do not mistreat the wrong ones. If you misdiagnose, you also mistreat. You know, men have been misdiagnosing their feelings and medicating it with alcohol and partying and sex, and they hurt themselves more trying to treat the wrong thing. This man just felt his father never validated him, but he doesn't have the language to say that. Men, my dad did not treat us right, man. You know, he just left. This bird just abandoned. Now I forgot being a child to try and help mom. Now we had to brace So I don't remember being, now I see him here trying to say he's my dad. I feel resentful.
Yeah.
Feel angry. Now you can join Lucky Dube and sing, you know where to find me when you want to talk to me. I tried to look for you back then.
Yeah.
Now I don't need you. I used to need you when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
You can express the right feeling
Yeah.
without transferring it to everyone around you because you also don't understand it.
You can even point out what made you feel like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the first basic of a man who's healing and who make his marriage, being a dad, being a husband, peaceful. Who not go to caves? Men go to those caves.
Yeah.
Cave of Adullam, cave of Engedi. David had caves of during times of adversity. So men go to caves and they stay there because they don't know how to deal with the problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So the cave of emotionally withdrawn, the cave of being, confused, and the cave of not knowing whether you are getting enough money, whether this is enough. The cave. A lot of men get to autopilot from somewhere mid-30s to mid-50s. Autopilot for 20 years. Doing cyclic routine job, spending money the same way. The same way. Maybe having some small savings in this circle, the other one. Money they cannot even sustain their lifestyle after retirement. Money cannot even withstand one sickness. Even if the sickness is insured, the logistics around the treatment can consume the pension.
Yeah.
He did not think about that. He was busy about fun and doing this, and so he was caught up in all this activity. Caught up. Autopilot. Then he wakes up. When he hears, so those who are retiring in 5 years, we have a preliminary session to prepare you. So the counselor is coming. We are reading the names. Am I among them? So I'm retiring. To where?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yes. The leading cause of death in my region is retirement. It's not disease. Men die of retirement because they feel discarded. They feel dropped. They never prepared for their landing. They crash land every time. So they get some money, they put a very big shop. You saw that?
Yeah.
Which disappears in a year.
Yeah.
No plan. Nothing.
Somebody, digs out a dam and they want to start fishing. And all the lump sum is there.
Within a short time, it's a white elephant. It's just there. No plan, no forethought. Many people get to autopilot. They don't think. The man who is busy, the guy who is now studying and preparing, he's drawing trajectories. And even when he gets married, many men will tell you they fear that when they get married, they may not manage to continue because you fall in love with learning when you start learning. They fear that they will not have time for studying. And their frustration, their quiet hope is that the woman will also love learning because if she doesn't, she will not support it. You don't even be able to converse.
Yeah.
When you're finding new materials, she's not interested. When people are not finding new materials to learn and to improve themselves, now the energy goes to gossip and complaining. To picking what you did not do.
Yeah.
And regurgitating ideas that are stale. And over time, the conversations become dead because you are talking over there, they're talking over here.
Yeah.
Reading is like eating food. It may not be dramatic on every book, but it is nourishing your mind and taking you to the next level.
Yeah.
Next level.
Yeah.
It is stretching you. So it only shows after a year, 2 years, 3 years. That's when it shows that he's moving away slowly. The first step, a married man, is to continue learning, improving himself, changing his mind, renewing his mind of what he's doing, continue stretching, and your best teacher is your wife. Exchange those sessions you have about real life, the things you are learning from the materials you're studying from the workplace, how you're applying them, and you hear them commenting, how that the last birthday they saw you improve.
Yeah.
People give you review.
Yes.
When birthday come, they
really
give you what they saw you change.
Yeah.
So the second thing the married man should do to keep his marriage is to create a culture of happiness and affection. Create a culture of romance.
Wow.
Insert a culture of romance and happiness in your marriage as a culture, not sporadic events. Occasionally, when in the mood, find out what your woman interprets as love and start doing it routinely.
Great.
Find out what for her that is important. Could be every time we go out as a family, we go together.
Yeah.
Then make that part of family's culture. We always go out every so often. If you find that she enjoys things that when we make a meal together, when we take meal together, when we have evening time together, the more you converse, the more people tell you their wishes. You may not give everything, but as much as is possible, entrench your culture around what your woman interprets as love. She will feel loved even without you having to overwork, because the whole life is arranged to cater for what she interprets as love.
Yeah.
Okay? The women who, for them to feel at home, for them to feel like they own this, they need a good kitchen. Some women are big on kitchen.
Yeah. And
when the kitchen is not good, you can see. She may not complain every day, but she never really settles.
Yeah.
She longs to cook. She cannot cooking requires a lot of space. Those who love cooking need more than a cooker.
Yeah.
It's an island inside a kitchen.
The island really stuck.
Okay. Which island? Inside.
Inside the kitchen. The kitchen island.
So, I did not know that even the sinks have levels. There is one basic, there's double.
Yeah.
So, when you learn a woman loves something, you may not do it today, but you plan on. You see, when you have one woman, it's not too hard. It's not too hard to please one woman.
I want to sneak something in there.
Yes.
When you talk about vacation and kitchen and everything, it's true, there's that. But I'm just thinking about a couple that I observed, and the wife was always complaining that the husband is not there for her. She's lonely. But the husband was confused because he was doing everything to be there. At least once a year, they'll go for a mega holiday. So he had put those structures in place. Now, in my view, there's also the aspect of conversation. What the conversation is like when we're there in the vacation.
Yeah, be careful now. Then, thank you for bringing that up. You can put up infrastructure that looks like it makes you present, but you're emotionally distant. What women want is emotional presence. They want to feel that we are connected. Mm-hmm. Why some men retract, and also women as well, but many times men marry and they retract emotionally when they are hurt, when they're wounded, mm-hmm. or when they have a secret life.
Oh, okay.
When they have a secret life, they will not be forthright and relaxed around you.
Okay.
They'll just be bottled up. The one thing women love is play. When a woman is in her space, she's playful.
Yeah.
Romance is playful. You can't kiss a person very seriously. Kiss, serious. Kiss now.
You can't even talk about it.
Romance is playful.
Yeah.
So, and because women are in that space of romance, a woman in her element will be playful, and she wants a man who can make fun. The side of romance for men is fun, humor. Yeah. Every man should be humorous in some way.
Yes, please.
If you have no humor, you'll be alone.
Yes.
Everybody wants to relax.
Yeah.
Humor makes you easy to converse with, that you can actually make fun of yourself. Some things that you mess up, you just joke about it, you know. I heard one guy saying, because he was huge, he was saying, now imagine me selling, unless I sell ice cream. Because it looks like ice cream. It was a very appropriate joke to make people relax.
Yeah.
That self-deprecating humor that makes people know that you are not all this touchy and itchy. Everybody has boundaries, yes?
Yeah.
But you should not be all this sensitive that people don't know where to walk on eggshells. No. You know? And even if you go home and you have all these titles, at home you're just a dad. Kids just know daddy. They come climbing on you.
Yeah.
So if you put infrastructure but you're not there emotionally, they'll fail. It's just an act. Really, the first basic thing about love is that we are friends, we are connected, we are together. That is the basic, that is the first thing. That when we rise up in the morning, the first people you're talking is me and you. The first place we are going, the last people, who you talk to when you start your day, who you talk to when you're finishing your day, those are the people who matter to you. Yeah. And we matter to each other. We check on each other. And do not believe it when people are telling you that job does not allow them to talk to them. So why are you taking a job and marrying when they're not compatible? Change one.
Oh.
Change. This is your life. Nobody's abducting you to go to military. People keep quoting their jobs as if it is compulsory. You chose it. You are choosing it every day.
No, it's compulsory.
Why are you tolerating the job? Nobody was arrested to go to military. You chose. You applied. All right? And you can always leave if you don't like it. Nowadays, all jobs are voluntary.
No, I can't always leave. I have to pay the bills.
Yes, but if you're paying bills and you're not there for me, who are you paying bills for? So if your job is married, you stay married. If it does not allow marriage, stay with it. If you want to get married, balance your life. We are saying job is not an excuse to be absent from your loved one repeatedly, year after year. For a period, if you have gone on a mission that makes you unavailable, everybody understands. We are going to withstand that period, knowing that it's for a period, 1 month. You're going into the sea on a voyage, something, and out of network, something like that. But if it is repeatedly, you are using it to be absent, it's a very bad idea to raise children knowing that we have a mom and the mom is not there. Those children grow very confused and imbalanced. They may lose track in terms of emotional attachment. They learn to expect nothing. You find a boy who is marrying absent women the way the mother was absent.
Ah.
Yes.
That's sad.
That conditioning is so deep. If you do not address it and actually come to realize that was not normal, that was abnormal, that is not how life is supposed to be, you rearrange in your head. So how a man can make the woman feel loved is to create routine, culture around things that she loves. The third thing a man keeps the marriage is to put the woman first. Priority, the woman and the children. The woman usually hangs out with the children more in most cases.
Right.
From the breastfeeding to the babysitting and all that. So you find that when children are young, the constant company, there may be exceptions, but the constant company in many families is the wife.
Yeah.
What do they drive? You may find that the man is one who drives this, they are trekking, the family is struggling to move, and he's only the car. A gentleman who rather they go to church with the car, himself he can, a guy can hop on a motorbike.
Yeah.
And he can move faster. But if a man is so selfish that the family will struggle in the rain and how to move, and when there's he must pick the car himself if one is not working. A man who shows prioritizing the wife, the children, prioritizing the family, that wife feels so special, and you can hear them swearing in the absence of that man. I know he values us.
Yeah.
He takes trouble rather than us to get into trouble.
Yeah.
When we have to choose, it's very easy for a guy to move around. When there's I don't want to imagine, you don't imagine your wife struggling in motorbikes. No problem if you're on the motorbike levels.
Yeah.
It's everybody passes through some stage.
Yes.
We're just using that context.
Yeah.
That
the difference.
if we can't get Uber as only one Uber, then let my family go. I'll hop onto a matatu. I'll get where I need to go. I will do something. When we have to choose between a struggle and convenience, you put her first. When you learn to put your woman first in terms of the money, when money is not enough, we have two needs. One is on her end, another on my end. I know I put her first. I give her just, that is what you saw in movies long ago, that the prince would sacrifice, for his princess.
Yeah.
When you put that in your mind that she's a princess, I am the prince, I am the fighter. When there's a battle to be fought, when there's a dog barking at night, some people actually are very afraid. They go to hide and the woman is trying to respond. If there's a distress call, I respond. I deal with it. Yeah. Psychological safety is so important for women. So deeply important. They just can't keep explaining it. But women know sometimes she may be pregnant and immobile and very vulnerable. And she wants a man who can respond to distress. And that she can be kept safe.
Yeah.
And when you see a woman being afraid of the dark, because she knows in the dark she can be hurt. That's not weakness, that's feminine.
Yeah.
You don't want a woman who has become a hustler and a mafia. You find her just in the dark, just moving. Has she joined a secret society? Where is this confidence coming from? Being a female means you are hunted by predators already. So when she's afraid of the dark or afraid of these attacks and she's trying to secure and she wants you to be her safety, that's why many women want a taller guy, because physically she wants to feel safe, sheltered, sheltered.
Yeah.
And they usually keep saying tall. But I tell men, don't be intimidated when they say tall. Look who is calling tall. It's all from her perspective. So don't be intimidated about short. She's saying shorter than me. So that's what she means.
Yeah,
it's a very simple thing.
Yeah.
She may think you are short, but to the shorter lady you are tall.
Yes.
So don't bother too much about their language.
Yes.
But I tell guys, I have seen that a woman can compromise on many other things when she can feel safe, protected around you. This is not about being possessed, controlled, that you don't have freedom. Is that when she has a concern, you listen and you jump to action. When you sense that she has a problem, a woman feels very safe when she can call her husband about the car and he can fix it without himself as well panicking like her. You know, herself she's panicked.
Yeah.
She's wondering. The guy can compose himself and come up with a solution.
Yeah.
Even if it needs to be told, he can tow it. He can get his guys to get it sorted. And the lady is rescued.
Yeah.
That part is very affirming. Very affirming. And that's why many women marry for those small things you hear me counting.
Yeah, it's true.
Just to have a man there.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. That she doesn't have to face the harsh situations of life alone. That is very validating for most women. And while bigger things are there, but the conveniences of every day, the conveniences of having to leave the carpenter who needs to repair the furniture at home, who needs to make the other, having to leave the mason. That wow, the world of construction is so masculine. Sometimes when you're a woman, you know, you have to learn a lot of things to keep you, because they will steal from you. They will swindle or make poor quality work. You know, you may go to the garage and now you are depending on the same people whom you're trying to protect yourself from. You know, if it is men and he has gone to the garage and the cars, he can try to maneuver himself around. So we are saying another way to love your family, another way to love your wife is put your family first. Prioritize her well-being. Be her safety. Be her assurer. Let her know by fact, not theory, that perhaps let her know that no, that guy got my back. That's why you should be able to pick her call in the midst of anything. You can pause anything to hear. Because if she's in danger, you're telling me I'm live on TV and my life is in danger. Which life? My life is also in danger. That woman is my life. So while she's not so petty to keep calling you for nothing, when she calls, you know there's something. And you always pick to say, I'm someplace or know that. And she knows you won't disappear for that long, even if you're busy someplace, you know. Yeah. That is very psychologically assured. That's love.
That's love.
Love is not just, I love you, butterflies, safety, reliability.
Yeah.
Knowing you got somebody by your back, that is love. So we are saying the third way men should love their women is to put her first, prioritize her against the harshness of life. If one of you has to struggle along the way home, let it be you. The way they give the jackets to the woman, you know, she has more delicate body. You know, I can wade through the mud and I'll be largely okay. You know, we have done that in the past as men. Even some of our games involved rolling in a mud. Boys playing weird games. So if you can take the hardness of life for her to be sheltered and safe, she feels loved. Yes.
Hey, I'm in a daze. Okay, let me try and see it from the perspective of a man.
Yes.
Many men might be watching and they feel like you're just telling them, like it's to just focus on the woman and like to put the woman on a pedestal, and it looks like you're just praising the woman and putting her up there. What about me?
She's putting you up as well. If you marry right, the competition will be for you to lift each other.
Okay.
To be almost an exchange that becomes very rhythmic and it gains momentum with time. But on your side as a guy, first choose right. If you glorify an ignoble woman, she will still dishonor you, even after you've invested in her. You have heard me giving many clues how to choose right. Don't rehabilitate a woman who was stuck, take her to college, give her a job, make her, don't rehabilitate. Yeah. Get a woman who has been built, who has built her life. Enough now, the next project in her life is marriage. All right? Not a student. They're still doing it. I don't know why men are doing it. Yeah. They're still taking kids to school, still taking girls to school. Yeah. And when she said, this is a good-hearted man, why are you hurting? No, she's just, no, he brought himself. This is just an opportunity. Why not take an opportunity? The guy wants to pay. It's okay, he can pay. dishonorable woman. So she had no character.
Yeah.
This man was just too hungry for affection and love.
Yeah.
And though he thought when you help, she will respond back. No, not all women are grateful. So it's to say, you're not putting her up there when she's also putting you down. She's also lifting you up.
Okay.
Yes.
There's an office I went to and I gave my name. I needed some assistance.
Yes.
Some special assistance,
Yeah.
like out of the ordinary.
Correct.
So I gave him my name and of course my surname.
Yes.
And then we shared a surname. Actually, he told me his name. Then I told him, oh, we're namesakes. That was very good for me.
I like that.
And then he asked, he told me, so that means you're either my wife or my daughter. Which one do you want to be? So I asked him, which one would you help? He said, I would help my daughter.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good. But it made me think, do men generally like their wives? I got the feeling like men generally don't like their wives.
I think it meant that the daughter is younger and more vulnerable. Okay. He would help both, but when he is asked to choose, this is a child who's more vulnerable. So I thought that was the context.
Okay.
Because even looking at it, if he was obviously younger, he was obviously older.
Okay.
He can see in that perspective. But I don't see any competition between wife and daughter.
Okay.
Those people are dear to be in different perspectives.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Gentlemen, this was a show for you. I didn't say much, I hope. Did I say much? I don't
That's
think
it. That's good.
But all the best as you try to make your marriages work. May they work, may they succeed and flourish. That's it from us. See you on the next episode. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family.